Plenty of tech news to talk about on this Thursday. To break it all down for us, Ritesh Kotak, cybersecurity and tech analyst, now joins us from Toronto. Hi there, Ritesh.
Hello.
Let's start with TikTok Privacy Commissioner investigation. Tell us more.
So this was a joint investigation between the Federal Privacy Commissioner and also the provinces of Quebec, Alberta, and British Columbia. And they were essentially looking at whether TikTok was harmful for children. And according to their conclusion, there's stuff that TikTok has to do with enhanced age verification and making their policies more clear, which TikTok said that they're going to do. But how does this impact Canadians and your TikTok usage? It probably won't impact for the currently, but there is a chance that there might be additional verification methods that will come down in the future, and content for children may change on the platform.
What about the future of TikTok? You know, is it going to wind up operations? The U.S. is coming out with its own version?
Yeah, and this is kind of the big question mark. The United States government is looking at creating their own version, a US TikTok, and that's currently in the works right now. But in Canada, TikTok, which has two offices in Vancouver and in Toronto, has been told to wind up operations. So it's going to be really interesting. It's all these conditions that are being put on TikTok, but there's going to be no platform potentially to hold accountable, no physical location. Are they going to join the US version? Are they going to continue with the version that's currently available? Or is there going to be no TikTok? That's a big question mark right now.
Let's move on to a report that tech giants' control of online advertising puts national security at risk. What's happening here?
If we think about all the data that these tech devices are collecting, think about watches that might collect your location, health-related information, browsing history. This is a lot of information, and when you put it all together, it paints a pretty intrusive picture on an individual. And this report kind of highlights the national security concerns. In fact, a lot of this wearable tech has given up military bases, personal and sensitive information on individuals. And there's a very real concern that if we don't have parameters in place when it comes to security, when it comes to ensuring that data stays within a particular geography, then there's a strong possibility that foreign governments will be able to use everyday consumer electronic data and weaponize it against our population.
Ritesh, let's move on. Canada hopes to build a sovereign cloud to counter U.S. dominance. Is this an arduous task?
This is a ginormous task. I don't even think that's a word, but it's a huge task. And one of the big reasons that we really do need this is we protect our physical borders. We got to be able to protect our virtual borders, and data is the new currency. That is what has value. And just as we think about all the sensitivity from the business community and also from a personal standpoint, it's very important that Canadians have control of Canadian data. That's really not the case right now. Most of that data is mostly going to the United States or through US tech companies. And there's this massive push, lots of investment to ensure that data stays within Canada. So I think that we are going to start seeing some elements of it, more Canadian-made apps, more data staying within Canada. But this is an uphill battle.
Ritesh, thanks so much for this and your time as always. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Ritesh Kotak was our guest, and to see more of our Tech Talk segment, head to our website, ctvnewsnorthernontario.ca.